What's going on, guys? Rob here with Combat Self-Defense, and today I'm joined by Nick Spang, personal trainer and owner of Resurgent Strength. I came in today to get myself an upper body workout, and Nick is looking to specialize in training martial artists. So, Nick, what are we looking at today?
Today we're going to be doing kind of some more explosive work and some core work to help make sure you stay pain-free.
Sweet. I'm looking forward to that. All right. Make sure you're subscribed, you have notifications turned on, and let's get started.
So this is my really expensive dowel rod that we're going to use to get some overhead mobility. We're going to be coming down on the knees. You can find a chair, bench, whatever you can do to kind of get to here. You're going to have palms up. Get your elbows on there. Bring them towards you. And you're going to want to bring your chest through. Do a good 5 to 10 second holds. So you want to keep everything tight. That's going to be a useful position that you can use in a lot of other things. You don't really want to be reaching too far, kind of where dislocations can possibly happen. Since we're not actively doing too much movement on this, you can go pretty heavy with them. So with this one, we want the bottoms up. Okay. So you want to have the kettlebell completely upside down, and we're going to keep this nice neutral grip with the hands sideways for you. Okay. That's perfect. That top, you're a little bit forward. Can you extend that a little bit more? Good. Stay tight. There it is. So we're gonna be doing some push-ups. Basically, depending on your level of skill, you can go higher to start up, or you can go lower if you are stronger, and you can go straight to the ground. I really prefer them on the rings. You'll see that there's that shake happening. They're just really difficult. They're super humbling. If you don't have access to rings, find another gym. Outside of that, you can go straight to the ground with these. That's totally fine. So we want to really keep the abs braced on this and the butt tight. What that does is it gives a nice kind of cross chain level of stability here. The double arm, you're already balanced. So this is actually having to counterbalance with your abs. So obviously you're trying to fight this dumbbell from falling off the bench. So we're having to get a really good brace here to kind of do like a mini bridge to stay tight, to keep your abs engaged here so you don't actually roll off the other side of the bench. So you're kind of fighting that counterbalance while producing power with a single arm.
One of the things I tell people a lot is like there's no downside to being the stronger athlete, being the stronger fighter. There is a downside to being the weaker one.
Yeah.
You know, like
because if your skill level's the same, the stronger one will come out on top.
It always comes down to like exact same skill level. It's like who's the better athlete now? Mm-hmm. Who's faster, stronger, bigger?
Yep.
You can't control bigger, right? Like
for sure.
Bigger person naturally has an advantage, but if you can outlift him.
We're gonna be doing some landmine press, kind of a clean press as well, but more for some explosive power. We're getting a little bit of rotation in here to work our obliques as well. I like this one because it's going to be stable, so you can definitely overload the weight a lot better without having to, say, practice, for really long periods of time to learn the kettlebell cleans and presses, which are also really good. But for this specifically, we get more rotation out of it. So a normal kettlebell press, we're going to be kind of going straight up. With this, we can get a little bit of that turn in there. So we can actually get some of the obliques working as well.
What is this?
This is a really fancy hex bar here. So I really like this one because it's got a jack. It's got its own jack port to load it up. And it has the freedom in the front. So you can do things like lunges, things where you normally be restricted with a normal hex bar. We're going to be doing some offset Romanian deadlifts to practice the hip hinge. And then again, we're training this pretty much solo leg because that's what martial artists are going to be using more is, one leg at a time. You want a little more weight on there?
I was like, that doesn't look like a lot of weight.
We really want to feel the tension in that front foot hamstring. Oh, I feel it. There it is. How's that weight feel? Feels good. Good. Need me to put the tens back on, or are you going to be all right?
In addition to.
Good. So we add a little bit. We add a little bit of legs here because it's not going to hurt. It's just we're doing one movement just to get some motion throughout the entire body. It is also working the back. I mean, even in the stabilization itself, we're going to hit this back, which is also going to prime it into one of our next workouts, which we're going to be doing directly on the back. And only doing this one exercise isn't going to interfere with, let's say, training tomorrow. And then on a different day, we will do way more legs, which is basically going to beat the shit out of them. So that's going to be the goal on that. This is just getting some good movement in, keeping the legs working, and training that hip hinge. So we're going to be working on the side plank here. Just doing them a little slightly different, I guess, than you may see more commonly. But we want to be on the blades of our feet. So we're at the outside blade, inside blade of the foot on that one. Shoulder nice and stacked. We're going to keep this nice and straight so that we have the lats involved. Shoulder blade's going to be not into his ear. We don't want that trap flying forward. And then we can actually rotate just a little bit with that shoulder forward to keep that weight pressing to hit that oblique a little better. And these you can actually do holds of about 10. I'll generally do these for 10-second holds for 8 reps, 8 to 10 reps, and you can even go down from that. So side planks is going to be really good. One, just for protecting the back, getting those obliques really nice and strong. We're trying to train different muscles here. So we want to train lower back. We do want to train the front of the abs in loaded motion, ideally. And then this is going to be hitting the side. So this is the obliques. This is also going to be the rotating muscles for things like taking a punch, swinging, dodging, when we're moving back and forth there. So it's just keeping your trunk really strong here. Good, give it a little rest. All right, so these are gonna be the Palloff press. Basically have a band tied to a nice anchor here. And we're pretty much just pressing straight out. So the goal for this is keeping everything tight. You're gonna want your glutes tight. You're gonna want to really have this squeezed, again, back to that cross pattern. You're gonna have your glutes and your obliques really firing on this. So it's an anti-rotation exercise. We don't want to just go into the band. So anti-rotation is just gonna be basically stopping. It's gonna have your strength stopping you from turning around. So it's gonna be important in general in just having stronger obliques so that you can get a little more of that movement while you're fighting.
So anti-rotation helps rotation.
Yes.
Imagine that. All right, so that'll do us for upper body day. How many times per week do you recommend someone run through this kind of workout?
Really depends. As a martial artist, you don't want to sap all of your energy on strength training. So you want it to be beneficial to help with martial arts, but you don't want it to be your focus. So honestly, something like this, once a week would be plenty, especially once you learn how to utilize the exercises better, meaning the intensity. So just learning how to have the focus directly in each muscle. So even a push-up, you can blast through push-ups, or you can really take your time with them and actually work the muscle way harder in a shorter period of time. So honestly, a workout like this could only take 30 minutes. Once you learn how to do it properly, once you learn how to have intent on every single one of the movements, and you're gonna get benefit even once a week, and then another day, let's say do a leg day or something like that.
Right. So, I mean, that's kind of like the old trope of martial arts, right? Like every kung fu movie has a scene where the guy is doing like 800 squats, 500 push-ups, right? And it's like, that's not bad necessarily, but it's not the most effective way necessarily to train, especially if we have other things we're trying to do, right? On a martial arts priority list, physical fitness probably isn't the main thing, right? Your skill work has to come first.
Right.
So I don't have time to be doing 800 squats, and I don't have the ability to do those squats and then come back and be like, I can't kick now.
Yeah, and that's where the fine line is. You don't want to strength train to a degree where it's hurting your martial arts, because that's your focus. So you want to get stronger, but have it help, not hinder. Like you were saying earlier, strength is never weakness. The stronger fighter could potentially come out on top if you're at the same skill level. So.
Yeah. So all that being said, if you're in the Austin area and anybody wants to train with you, how can they find you, Nick?
It's resurgence-strength.com or resurgencestrength@gmail.com.
Sweet.
It's the email.
So If you're in the Austin area, do you offer online training at all?
I do, yeah.
So if you want any kind of training online or in person, hit Nick up. He can write you something as cool as this one, but you won't look as good as me doing it. All that being said, I want to thank you guys for all the hard work. Thank you for the hard work yet to be done. Be sure to subscribe, drop a comment, turn on notifications, all the stuff the YouTube channel wants me to do. And I'll see you guys next time.